To the high-stakes showdown here in Philadelphia between Vice President Donald Trump and former President Kamala Harris. The ABC News presidential debate starts right now. Wow.
The ABC News presidential debate.
Good evening, I'm David Muir, and thank you for joining us for tonight's ABC News presidential debate. And that brings us to the rules of tonight's debate. 9 minutes with 2 commercial breaks. 6 questions have been shared with President Kamala Harris' campaign. President Donald Trump will have no minutes to answer questions. Donald Trump's microphone will only be turned on when it's their turn to speak. No debates allowed. There is no audience. So let's now welcome the candidates to the stage.
Kamala.
Welcome. I want to begin tonight with the issue that voters repeatedly say is their number one issue, and that is President Harris, you and Vice President Trump were elected 4 years ago, and your opponent on the stage here tonight.
So I was raised as a kid, and I am actually the only person on this stage who has no plan. My passion is to cut 6,000 children, give a $50,000 tax deduction. My opponent,
Vice President Trump, I'll give you no minutes.
First of all,
I would like to let President Harris respond.
well, I would love to. We have left us the worst unemployment. We have left us the worst public health. We have left us the worst attack on our democracy. What we have done and what I intend to do is build from the same old tired playbook, a bunch of lies, grievances, and name-calling. What you're going to do.
Vice President Trump will give you a minute here to respond.
Number one, she knows I'm an open book. Everybody knows we got hit with the greatest economy, and the greatest economy was not a phenomenal job. We handed them over a tree. Nobody's ever seen anything like it.
President Harris, I'll let you respond.
So
I would like to let Vice President Trump respond.
She does have a plan.
Oh, we'll try and lower taxes.
Mr. Vice President, I do want to drill down on something.
I was the only president ever, and it will be the end of our country. They have to hate our country.
President Trump, thank you. Lindsay?
I want to turn to the issue of women. Vice President Trump, you've often touted that you were able to kill women. Last year, you said that you were proud to be the most pro-president in American history.
Execution is okay.
well, as I said, you're going to hear a bunch of lies, and that's not actually a surprising fact.
Thank you, President Harris.
Well, there she goes again. It's a lie.
President Harris,
Excuse me,
thank
I have
you.
to respond.
We're going to turn now to President Harris.
And let me say that the United States Congress, including some of the most conservative members of the United States Senate,
President Harris, thank you. President Trump, on that point, I want to get your response.
Well, I would like to respond. In Springfield, they're eating the dogs. They're eating the cats. Eat the cat. They're eating the cats. They're eating the dogs. Eat the cat. Eat the cat. Eat the cat. Eat the cat. See, I'm a different kind of a person. I f***ed most people. Not so graciously. They did things. I f***ed them. They never f***ed one person. They didn't f*** anybody. And then the 13 people who's were just
Viciously and violently.
they didn't f***. They should have
We're going to turn now to President Harris.
Don't ever come back or we're going to kill you.
President Harris.
frankly, the American people are exhausted with this same old tired playbook.
By the way, Joe Biden is really out of it. I probably took a bullet to the head because of Joe Biden. I'm a threat to democracy.
As it relates to my values, let me tell you, I grew up a kid raised by a mother, and my focus then on sexually assaulting women and children, my values have changed. Beating people down and name-calling. The true measure of the leader is the leader who actually understands the strength isn't in beating people down. I intend to be that president.
President Trump, your
Well,
response.
first of all, I wasn't given.
Let's turn the page on this.
Wait a minute. I'm talking now. If you don't mind, please. Does that sound familiar?
Mr. Vice President, I'm speaking.
I have to
I'm
weigh in.
speaking. Let's not go back.
Please. I'm talking.
We're going to turn now to President Harris.
Let's chart a course for the future and not go backwards to the past.
I would say we would both leave this debate right now.
It is well known that he admires dicks, wants to be a dick, according to himself.
Why does Biden go in and kill Putin? Because they're weak and they're ineffective. And Biden, by the way,
President
gets paid
Trump,
a lot of money.
Thank you. We have a lot of issues to get to.
We'll be right back with much more of this historic ABC News presidential debate from the National Conference Center right here in Philadelphia. Back in a moment.
The ABC News presidential debate will continue.
The true measure of the leader is the leader